Come on already. I gotta hide everybody's grades first, and it's not cooperating for a second. Okay. Okay. Now I just pulled up temp 2. I didn't. I mean, yeah. And so whatever you have fixed is not going to show here. So as
Okay.
I scroll through, if you have questions about one, stop me. I'll try and scroll through kind of slow because you only missed, it looks like, one. Let's see, do you remember this one from the very beginning?
We're back.
Yes.
30 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Good deal. All right. That's
the one. That's
okay.
the question we always get wrong.
Okay. So I can tell you, if it says chance, do not choose it.
Okay.
Okay. Because in this class, like say you have a die, and you roll that die. You're about to roll that die. You have a 1 in 6 odds that it's going to land on a 1. And you have a 1 in 6 odds or chance that it's going to land on a 6. But once it's thrown, it's a 6. There's no more chance of it being a 6. And so what we're working with are already rolled dice.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So that's why that one's wrong, and then the rest are right. I have not found a good way to explain this one, but that's one of the right answers. I just had to remember that myself. If it said
Okay.
95% of all night, I don't know how to explain it any better. I'm sorry. And then this one is right. So we're not talking about samples. We're not talking about, this would be like the population. We're talking about the mean or the proportion if it's dealing with proportions instead of means. So does that help a little bit? Chances
It does.
you can mark those out and see this one contains the true mean height. This one says the true mean height. But these other two are dealing with the sample and not the mean, and this one's dealing with the whole population and not the mean.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, looks like Andrea is calling us.
Oh, she's invited to this one. How do I say no? I don't want it. Stop it.
You can. And she might have the wrong thing.
Yeah, I don't know why she started a new one.
We'll wait right here. Well, I sent her an email first,
Okay,
but
she's
I don't
here.
see that she invited me to that one. She didn't. At least.
Andrea?
She just needs
Can
to
you
get
hear
back
us?
into the other one.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Yay!
We lost you for a few minutes. Glad to have you back.
Thanks, me too.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can
Alright.
find
Stephanie,
another
thanks
one
for
that had the
joining us.
same kind.
You're welcome. Okay, so do you have the same question they did about this question 11?
Yes.
Got one wrong? Okay. So for her knowledge, somebody explain it to her and let's see if we got it figured out.
Okay, first of all, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I hope she
Can Andrea?
Well, where'd she go? There.
Well, I'm broadcasting, so if she wants to listen to this afterwards, that's perfectly fine.
Oh, okay.
So the long one is the one that we just have to know that one.
And see, it contains the true mean height too.
Uh-huh. So we want to make sure that the answers that are correct, they will talk about the true mean height.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important. Any word that has any option that has the word chance is bad.
Right.
Because we're not talking about chances, we're talking about things that already are instead of the probability of something about to be. What else?
Well, just so she knows that the top one is talking about the samples, and where we want to talk about the mean, and the other one is talking about the population rather than the mean again.
Okay, I see.
But see, the chance
because we don't want to fit
Stephanie, I found
95%
another
of
one.
the data we have into a confidence interval. We want to find the true mean and not just a span of all the data, because that's not very helpful.
Do you want to run through the rest of this, or do you want me to stop sharing?
So I found another one with the same kind of question in the group meeting quiz in lesson 15, number 2.
Okay,
maybe it would help if we did this. Okay. Okay. So can you talk about why, I think I'm getting it, but can you, hearing somebody else talk about why the second one is right and why the other ones are wrong is helpful.
How about you try and tell me why, according to what I just told you, go through each of those answers and tell me why they work and why they don't.
I don't think I have a firm enough grasp on it to tell you that. I mean,
okay.
The one thing that I'm picking out is the true mean over a sample or a sample size. I know that I want something like that. So I know that like the third one says sample mean, so I probably don't want that.
You don't, and it also says chance.
Yeah, so the first one is talking about all the people. So the first one is saying that everybody has a heart rate, 90% of people have a heart rate between 45 and 105. And that's not what a confidence interval is. That's just saying that all the data, and it's also not true. The third one says chance, and that's bad. The third one is talking about chance and a sample mean, which are two things that we don't care about.
Correct.
And the fourth one says chance, and we don't want chances. Because it already is. It's a 100% certainty that's not a good way to say it.
It's a done deal.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. What we're doing is what we're studying.
It's already done.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so if it says chance, that means it's out.
Correct. So that one, you got half of them out.
I see.
And you just have to
I'm understanding much better.
I'm understanding, but I think I'm understanding better, but I'm still nervous because I get it wrong on every single homework, and it's on there every single week.
Well, put it in your notes. Just say chance and X, and then you just have to determine, is it asking about the true mean? Is it asking about the sample? Or is it asking about the population? So that first one's really talking about the population of the United States, or whatever, everybody, all people, and that's more a population than a sample.
So we're really looking for a true mean,
because that's what we're testing, right? That's what we're not really testing, but that's our focus is the mean.
Okay.
So, do you remember the extra web page that you went to, and you clicked the button, and the little things would fall, and you click the button again, and a little more would fall, and it was taking different samples? Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. I remember
Okay.
that.
So what's teaching you this concept is that each time you have a group of samples, so it's saying 90% of those groups of samples are going to have our true mean in the sample. It's going to be in that little area.
Okay.
So
So I don't. Can you see the comments, the group chat?
yeah, there's a YouTube link in there.
Yeah. Above that there was a thing that I found on the interwebs.
I can't see anything before I got in, and so that's the only
Okay.
thing.
Awesome.
There.
There it is.
Do you want me to cut? Okay.
He's quick. That's the best one I found. Is that
Yeah.
okay? Awesome.
That's kind of how I mean, each you have a, so each of you, 5 of you could take a sample, or if you had 100 people take a sample, you're saying that you're confident that 90 times out of that 100, it's going to be, that mean is be in
Going
that
to be true.
sample. In that, yeah.
Okay. I am getting it now. I'm
And
getting
Cindy, you feel better?
I think there's a chance that I might get it. Yeah, I think.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's
No, you're
makes
going to be.
sense.
You're confident. How about that?
No, it's not a done.
Yeah, no, it's not a done deal. But you have to be confident. So, do you want to look through another one? Let me see. Is there another one in that? Let me ask you about a different one. Just a second. Let me find one of them. Oh, here's some more that got missed. Let me share this again. I figured that was all you'd missed because the grade was pretty high. Okay. So this can be checked. This can be checked. This can be checked with your scatter plots, your residual plots, and your QQ plots. What you can't check, but they still are a requirement, is that X was measured without error and the observations are independent. Let me find that.
There's a little chart. I saw it today when I was reviewing.
Right.
Let me see what
right.
chapter that
There
is.
is.
So chapter 23, maybe?
I don't know if it's that late.
I remember when I was reviewing today. I just don't remember what chapter that was in. Oh, yeah, the chart I was looking at was in 23, the
Oh, it is?
requirement
Okay.
summary.
I didn't think it was that late. Cool. So see, this says cannot be checked directly. What's tricky is that these are requirements, but you can't check them. And so that's what throws people off on this question, is that they understand that they're a requirement, but it's this cannot be checked directly thing. You might draw this little chart on your notes, your 1 page of notes.
I'll just make a note that that's where it is.
Well, what do you mean? Like to look it up?
Oh, no, I'll just make a note. Yeah.
Here.
No, I'll just remember it. Yep.
Okay. All right. Say, can't look it up during the test. Okay.
So is this? I left because my internet dropped for a while.
Uh-oh.
Is this still my group test that we were looking at before?
I am still in that, yes.
Can we go back to that one about median? I understand that extremely well.
Which question?
There was that one question about
Like
the
very
way it talks
beginning?
about ages and what would happen to the median when you correct that.
Okay.
What you doing?
That one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
That's the one.
So this is just testing your knowledge of the mean and the median, because the sample mean, meaning the average, was 21. But the median is your center answer. So he's 21, and people look at this mean and go, "Oh, it's gonna lower the age, that lower the mean or the median too." They don't differentiate between the two. But what happens is that middle number, you don't know where it really is. It could be at 24. It could be as low as 19.
Okay.
Where it is, so you can't determine where it is without knowing every single number in there.
Gotcha.
In their data.
So basically, we feel like we should know, but we really don't at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
This
Awesome.
one got me too. I'm like, of course it's going to decrease. What the heck? And he's like, no. So, yeah, I remember getting that one wrong. That's why. Okay,
Awesome.
I want to go over 42.
Thank you for explaining that.
42. Okay, on this one, how do you determine which one it is? So we reject the no, I'll give you that much. So how do you choose between this one and this one?
Because if you're rejecting the null, that means you have sufficient evidence to believe that it's not that.
Okay. So when you're doing these questions like this, the second half, we have sufficient evidence to suggest that is the alternative hypothesis all the time. Excuse me, that's all it is. So the null hypothesis will never be in there.
Okay.
So once you understand that, then you can use that reject or not, or fail to reject. Because if you reject the null, that means the other one's true. So you have sufficient evidence for the alternative. If you fail to reject, if this was failed to reject, you would have insufficient, that it was not equal to 0.
Okay.
It's not a relationship, but it was. So those are a little tricky. So how is everybody about finding out which test is which.
I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty confident in that, personally.
All right. So has everybody found the flow chart?
Mm-hmm.
You'll
No.
want. Okay. You have a blank flow chart somewhere. Let me see if I can figure out how to find it. It's in resources. If you know. Oh, mine looks different. I forget that mine looks
It's under-
different.
Under
TA.
resources? Okay. Let me look.
Yeah, wherever your resources is. There we go.
I'm picking up with Harbor Freight. I'm getting for a couple bucks.
She's leaving in like 10 minutes. Right here.
What?
Kimmy's coming in like, sure, they're leaving in 10 or so minutes. If you want her to grab some, call her.
Okay, you want this one right here.
Oh,
Oh, I don't want to download it.
You can
I already download it.
I'll grab it over. Yeah, it's Kimmy too.
She just needs to check in at the Institute building every once in a while and see what's on the bulletin
I
board.
know.
Somewhere.
That's what I was going to have her do. I was going to call her, but she's coming, so I'll just do that. You're going down there, just so we'll do that.
I took it in fall.
Next question. How much does a Fitbit cost? And would they let me take one on my mission? If I have an iPad, I'd be able to
I
see.
think the iPad, you can't add anything to it. Or
Okay.
They sync them.
So this is what it'll look like.
Only what they want you to have.
And you could use this paper, you could fill it in and print it. It'll be blank. You can fill it in and print it and then write your notes all around it.
Okay.
Or make these smaller and give yourself a little bit more room. But this helps you figure out where to go and which test it is. Oh, I just messed that up. Hey, guys, just a second. Sorry.
Oh, I may have found it.
And it tells you what you have to look for. This one in has to be greater than or equal to 30. This one gives you your little formulas here that both p-hats or p's, not p-hats, both p's have to, or in, it's in, both in has to be greater than or equal to 10, and whatever, that formula. And then this gives you the no more than 20%. The count can be less than 5, none can be 0. All these things you can find in your, as you go through your text.
Okay, well, I was talking to my dad about it, and he said I better just say something to you so that if Glenn tries to freak out on me, that I'll
That'll help you on that flow chart.
Awesome. That is
I don't
great.
see anything else that you missed.
Well, that's your deal. Okay.
Sorry. Oh, Kelsey left. Everybody's left and joined. Oh no, I don't know who I missed with what information.
I think it's just a bad connection. I think people keep getting kicked out and then come back in.
So do you have any other questions?
I didn't. I broadcasted, and I can send them the link. That should help.
Yes.
Okay. I hope so. Sometimes when you've got a screen share and somebody else asks a question during it, you can't see it on the recording. I
Okay.
hope they can see it well enough to do that. But
You know,
yeah.
thank you so
Well,
much for your
good
time.
luck,
We
guys.
really, really appreciate it.
Good luck. And if you have other